Hey, it's Pete here, and welcome to Hand of the Week. Now, this hand actually came from a recent Congress that I was playing in, and it's got this really interesting suit combination, which becomes interesting because of a lack of entries. And it's basically, you have to put yourself in different people's perspectives and see how they'd actually play it, what issues you can cause them. And there's lots of different things to consider with it. Anyway, we'll jump right in and see, have a look at it. Anyway, the auction goes like this. 2 hearts by the West Hand, goes pass, went 2 no trumps inquiry, and went 3 hearts, pass 3 no trumps. 3 hearts was no shortage. Anyway, I got this nice easy Queen of Diamonds lead, so just started off with that, and dummy deck came down with this. Okay. And the first tricks went like this. So it went low diamond, 9, and they win the king. Okay. So at this stage, this heart suit is really, really interesting. So let's try and work out what we think the other hands sort of have. Now, if the East hand has, say, a singleton heart, then basically the West hand doesn't have enough entries. We'll be able to score a heart trick, a spade trick, a club trick, and a couple of diamond tricks, because with East only having a singleton heart, they won't be able to get there and set up the hearts in time. So that won't actually work. So if East only has 1 heart, they're going to be in trouble, because we'll be able to get 2 diamonds, a heart trick if not 2, a spade trick, and probably a club trick if they try and get there with the Queen of Clubs. So the next concern is, what if East has 3 hearts? So if East has 3 hearts, then they're basically going to be making this contract, because they'll be able to get 5 heart tricks and a club, and there'll be like, if the hearts are running, they're going to be making this contract most likely. Now, what happens when East has a doubleton heart? If East has Queen doubleton heart, then they get to finesse the hearts and basically get 6 hearts, their 2 diamonds, their club, and again they'll be completely fine. So the real question comes when East has a small doubleton heart. In all the other cases, it doesn't really matter, because West doesn't have the outside entries. They're probably going to go down, or they're going to be making comfortably. So when East has a small doubleton heart, this is the really interesting problem here. So if they lead a heart, what I actually did was I flew with the King of Hearts. Now, here I was playing against people that probably haven't seen this suit combination. My partner probably hasn't seen this suit combination, but I flew with the King. And now, if they take the ace, so first of all, if East had Queen doubleton, they were making this, and also they wouldn't be leading the 9 here. So our partner's marked with the Queen. If it was singleton Queen and East had 3, we already worked out that they were probably making this, so flying with the King won't hurt. So here it looks like partner's got Queen doubleton heart for it to be relevant. And when we fly with the King of Hearts, if they take the ace, it now means that the heart suit won't run. So first of all, let's look at what would happen if we play low. So if we play low and our partner, we'll come back to our partner's options later, but our partner's most likely going to win the Queen and continue a diamond, and they win the ace, and they can now play another heart and finesse. Okay, and now they'll get to run all their hearts, they'll get the ace of clubs, they'll get their 2 diamonds, and they've got and they'll have the time to set up spade tricks, so they'll be able to make this contract. Okay, so if we duck it and our partner wins the Queen, we get to see that they'll get 9 tricks. So instead, so Queen of Diamonds and 9, and they win, and now the 9 of Hearts. So if we play low, our partner wins the Queen, the suit will probably set up. So if we fly with the King of Hearts, this actually gives Declarer an interesting problem here. So we'll jump over to Declarer's situation here and look at what they have to work with. Okay, so we've just skipped over. So this is Declarer's hand, and we've led the 9 of Hearts, and they can see the King appear. Now they don't have any guaranteed entry back to the heart suit, and if they take the ace, they can't set these hearts up. So what they're going to do is they'll probably duck this, and now when it goes a diamond back, and they win, and they now lead another heart and it goes low, they have a choice. Does West have King, Queen, third heart, or does the South hand, sorry, have King, Queen, third heart, or does the North hand have Queen Doubleton? So a really interesting choice here. Now, most people would expect that the South hand has King, Queen, third, and they put in the Jack, and now partner gets to win the Queen, and basically the whole roof falls in because they have no entries and they get no heart tricks there. So that completely fails for them to do that. Okay. Now, if people have seen this, what they can actually think about it is slightly differently. So if we backtrack and go back to when the first heart was led, so here, and we'll skip back to the South hand. Okay. So let's look back at the South hand. Okay. Now, if the South hand had King, Queen, third heart. Okay. If they had King, Queen, third, it looks like maybe they would split and put a heart on her in. But that's actually a bad idea, because if they play low, they get to score the Jack, they'll get to cash the ace dropping your other one, but then they won't actually have the entry. So with King, Queen, third heart, they should actually play low, if the East hand recognises that situation. But with King, third heart, so basically when it goes low heart, King, small, small, they should actually play for my partner to have the Doubleton Queen, if that's the case. Because if I did have King, Queen, third, then I shouldn't be playing that. But not everyone knows the situation. So technically, how this suit combination should actually go is low heart, low, and ducked from my partner as well. So if my partner with the Queen Doubleton ducks the heart, now if I just open up all the cards so that you can see, alright, if they line of hearts ducked, they only have one heart loser, but it cuts those entries between the two hands, so they couldn't do that. So if the heart gets ducked here, while they can play a heart to the ace dropping the Queen, they don't have the entries back to stuff it. So with all the entries changing up, it is a really interesting problem. So here, heart lead, I flew King, and it goes duck to try and preserve the entry there, which gave them a dilemma of playing me for King, Queen, third, or my partner for Queen Doubleton. Technically, they should play my partner for Queen Doubleton, because if I had King, Queen, third, I've made a mistake, but not everyone has seen this suit combination where there's not enough entries. So the best way to actually do it is duck in both hands, but obviously that's a tricky play. But if you know that East doesn't have King, the King of Hearts, because otherwise they would have played King of Hearts, heart to the Jack, that clarifies that position a bit more. So the best way to play the suit combination is duck in both hands as defenders. The next thing to consider is, what about if the hearts were slightly different? So let's look if we change this around. So if we move one of South hearts to the North hand and give South King Doubleton heart and North Queen third, again, it's actually better to fly with the King of Hearts, because it gives East that problem about how to play it. Do they duck the heart suit or not? And if they do duck it, while they still don't have that entry because your partner's Queen won't drop anymore, it also gives you that extra heart trick. So if you moved a heart from here over to the North hand, flying with the King is again a good play. Also, if you moved one heart from the East hand over to the South, from the West hand over to the East hand, so that West has Ace, Jack, 10, 5th heart, and East has 3 little hearts, what should happen there? Okay. So again, what happens is if hearts are 3-5 heart, you want to fly with the King again, because if they take the ace, then they don't know if they don't have an entry, so they would probably duck it, and then they've got a choice about whether to finesse later. So if you've got King third opposite Queen X and they lead a heart with a 5-3 fit, again, flying with the King's a good idea. But it doesn't legitimately stuff them up. Whereas if you swapped a heart here so that the North hand had 3 hearts and South had King Doubleton, flying with the king will legitimately cut communication, because it goes low heart, king, small, small, and then if they play another heart again and it goes low, if they finesse, you've got your 2 hearts, but they do get the entries, whereas if they take the ace, then you can hold up the queen. So a really interesting suit combination when you've got like ace, jack, 10, 5th or 6th opposite 2 or 3, and they don't have any outside entry. Often flying with this honor can absolutely stuff up with the entries. Sometimes ducking in both hands can stuff up the entries. But it's really strange and interesting, and I really liked this hand just with the purpose of flying the king. Hopefully it made some sense. Hope you enjoyed this hand, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.